Hello, everyone. Coming back so soon. Okay, actually, the title of my talk today is not Bitcoin native use cases, because I bet many of you already heard about this many times. So because this summit is mainly for validators, so I would like to give some alpha to the validators who come to this summit and come to this room through the talk today. So the talk today, the title is called Bitcoin Renaissance for Validators. Where is my little thing? Here. Okay. Oh, by the way, my name is Fisher. I'm the co-founder of the Babylon project. Okay, but I would still like to start my talk with this new concept of Bitcoin native use case. Okay, so think about you have a Bitcoin at your hand. What can you do with your Bitcoin? Okay, you can just keep it as a store of value, waiting for its value to appreciate, or use it as a simple payment method which no one really uses, or you can actually lend it to earn some yield, or you can bridge it to other chains to do some nicer, fancy things, like, such as DeFi. But if you compare these use cases, they are not equal. Okay, store of value and simple payment, they are native use cases of Bitcoin, because in order to use them, you only need to trust yourself and Bitcoin chain. As long as Bitcoin chain is secure and you are honest, you can feel very comfortable using Bitcoin as a store of value and simple payment. However, if you want to use Bitcoin for lending or bridging, then it's no longer the trust assumption. It's the same as before. It becomes different. You have to trust some certain third party. For example, if you want to lend your Bitcoin to someone else, then you need to pray for the borrower to give you Bitcoin back, right? If you bridge your Bitcoin to a smarter chain, then you actually give your Bitcoin to the issuer of the synthetic Bitcoin, which is usually a multi-sig custody, so that you have to trust the multi-sig when you want to redeem your Bitcoin back. Okay? Some protocols enhance the bridging security by using some oracles or altcoin collaterals, but anyway, you still have to trust something else. Okay? So all those use cases of Bitcoin, they are not native use cases of Bitcoin because of these extra trust assumptions. Okay? But we are in a proof of stake summit. For most of other coins, other chains, such as Ethereum, their tokens also have the native use case of store of value and simple payment. However, they have another native use case beyond these two, which is staking, yes. So what Babylon does is to make Bitcoin stakeable to protect other decentralized systems. And the highlight of Babylon Bitcoin staking is that it provides slashable POS security to decentralized systems, so that the staking is meaningful. It's a true staking with slashability. Okay, staking without slashability is fake staking. So Babylon Bitcoin staking is true staking. And also, very importantly, as I just emphasized, Babylon Bitcoin staking does not rely on any third party. You don't trust any bridge, you don't trust any operator, altcoin, collateral, nil, nothing. You only need to trust the Bitcoin chain and yourself. As long as Bitcoin chain is secure and you are honest and you don't attack the chain or the system you secure, then your Bitcoin is safe. So even if the chain or the decentralized system you protect is attacked and compromised, okay, as long as you don't participate in the attack, your Bitcoin is safe. So staking is now the third native use case of Bitcoin. Okay? Now, in the next few slides, I will clarify some misconceptions about Bitcoin staking among the validators, because some of them deterred some validators from joining the Bitcoin staking ecosystem. First is, like, what can Bitcoin staking secure? Many people think Bitcoin staking can only be used to secure proof-of-stake systems. That is not the case, okay? Bitcoin staking can be used to secure any decentralized systems that has a consensus. The base consensus can be proof of stake, proof of authority, or it could be just a roll-up or proof of X, or whatever X it is. So what Bitcoin staking does is to add proof of stake-based finality to the base consensus. And this POS finality is backed by Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin staking provides proof of stake security, but the system to be protected does not have to be proof of stake system, okay? So most noticeably, we are currently working with ecosystems such as the Cosmos ecosystems, which are Tendermint chains, and Ethereum rollups and Bitcoin rollups. All those systems can be secured by Bitcoin staking. And the validators, by accepting Bitcoin as the staking delegation, can become a Bitcoin delegated finality provider for POS chains and for rollups. Okay, so this is very important. Yeah, the next is, Bitcoin staking just sells security. And that's it. Security is a meme. There's not much attraction there. Okay, that's not the case. Actually, security is just the first step of Bitcoin staking. The staking itself brings Bitcoin economic security in the order of $1 trillion potential to the decentralized world, okay? But once staking is accomplished, something new will be enabled, as I mentioned in the panel earlier, which is called liquid staking. With staking, on top of it, there's liquid staking. So once Bitcoin is staked, it is possible to issue liquid staking tokens of Bitcoin, and those liquid staking tokens can be injected to the decentralized systems secured by Bitcoin, so that all those systems can get the liquidity that they dream of, that they cannot achieve with their native token. And finally, Bitcoin users. Any chain, any app chain, any rollup, they are looking for users, okay? Bitcoin users, arguably, is quite different from the POS world. So by activating Bitcoin staking, we can actually bring a lot of fresh users to the proof-of-stake world, including some like so-called mainstream or Web2 users, to like increase the total addressable market of the entire crypto world. Okay, so 2 misconceptions, just to recap. First, Bitcoin staking doesn't just protect POS systems, it can protect anything. Second, Bitcoin staking is not just about security. It's about bringing security, liquidity, and users as a package to the decentralized world. Okay, enough talking. Yeah, in last year's staking summit, I already brought the concept of Bitcoin staking up. By that time, we only have a white paper and a few proof of stake. But this year, like about 3 weeks ago, we launched the second cap of our mainnet. And here are the numbers we have achieved so far. We have 1.5 billion of Bitcoin worth of Bitcoin staked already. This number is larger than any other Bitcoin projects combined. And among the Bitcoin staked, over 1 billion, there's a liquid staking token issued with it from 10 plus liquid staking token providers. Also, we attract 25K users staking anything between $300 to up to $30 million in one transaction. Also, our website has over 2 million visits during the opening of our mainnet. Okay. Among these numbers, okay, most of them look quite impressive, right? But there's one number that doesn't look quite very impressive, which is 25K users. Okay. But remember, there are users who stake 30 million in one transaction. And the reason why they stake 30 million is that our cap is set to 30 million. And indeed, all these numbers are achieved in 75 minutes because we only open the staking for 75 minutes. So all these numbers you see here, 1 hour. Okay. And more data related to validators. In our mainnet launch so far, we have 250 plus validators already registered to be a finality providers and have been receiving delegations. Anyone here? Great, great. You have head start. And then up to 7,100 Bitcoins dedicated to a single validator. We are talking about $500 million here to one validator. And here it's the alpha. In early December, we expect to open our third cap to accept more Bitcoins and more validators as finality providers. And very importantly, you don't actually have to register to the Babylon Labs system in order to become a finality provider. You can just run your finality provider, attract Bitcoins, okay? And then once we finish our cap, we will enter our phase 2 where we will launch the Babylon chain. And the good finality providers from our current phase will have opportunities to become Babylon Genesis validators, to become validators of the proof of stake and rollups secured by the Bitcoin staking, which we call BSN, Bitcoin Secured Networks. Okay. Once you start to accept Bitcoin staking and delegation, there will be opportunities for you to issue your own liquid staking tokens, and you also have the opportunity to become Bitcoin-backed roll-up sequencers or verifiers. Yeah. So that's it. So Bitcoin Renaissance for validators, and it's actually for validators. Thank you very much.